What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another stream of we got some more Hogwarts Legacy tonight. So I'm trying to remember. I think we just got the transformation charm. So that was like the last one that was required for the trophy. So after that, I got a whole slew of new quests and whatnot that were unlocked for me. So yeah, let's check them out. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day so far. Let's see, let's check out the quests. Here we go. So yeah, I've got a couple of main quests unlocked. Meet him in a goblin mine. Sebastian's waiting near the... Okay, I'll probably do that one first, like as far as main quest. But before I do the main quest, I'm going to do these other side quests. So let's see where this is on the map here. Not too far away. I guess I can just warp right here and be pretty close.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Okay, let's see. Upstairs we go.
So frustrating. You wanted to speak with me, Mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful. Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you, and she is right. I do.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of Dane.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with...
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
Probably not.
So frustrating. She never listens.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment, wait?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. And it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Interesting. What's up, Zinners? Good to see you, dude. Hope you're doing well today.
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one, then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu, but Professor Weasley considers it...
How's Dark Souls treating you, man?
Can you choose what form you're animate?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep...
How does it feel to try?
Well, the first time it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain, but it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the dark. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Now the nickname makes sense.
It is. I love transforming. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching her. She claims that she has foreseen but she has used her sight to control me too many times.
She's concerned for your safety. It may be best.
That may be safe, but I do not believe that it... You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Randrock were after you. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not... My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
Okay, so do I gotta take care of some business here? Or
I've always said that
No?
travel broadens the mind.
is that it? Okay. Talk to Poppy. Okay, so 2 of the 3 broomsticks. Here we go. Yesterday night was a hard one on the mental. I think I have PTSD from Sen's Fortress for a while, but it's done. Okay, so you
Cozy than Hogsmeade.
are you're into the next area then? Is that what I'm hearing?
Over here.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use it.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuine.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
Rookwood is working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a portkey that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig...
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps to shed light on what we saw. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location. I hate to see a creature
Okay.
get put down like that, but trolls have no business in Hogsmeade.
What's up, on development? Good to see you, man. Hope you're having a good evening. I saw your other thumbnail for your Secret of Evermore stream. So, so you're gonna have a different thumbnail for each stream? Is this? Am I seeing things right here? Okay, so that's all I can do. So let's meet Sebastian. Sebastian. For each version of the dog, okay. Which, how many is that?
Imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented flu power.
Wonder who lives here.
I do like the wintry look here. Very cool. I'm a fan.
It's getting worse. If there's any chance that the relic from Slytherin's spellbook can help her, I must find it. I'm requesting your help. Meet me outside of Feldcroft, near the catacomb.
I came as soon as I could.
I'd been so distracted by the scriptorium and Slytherin's book that I'd almost forgotten what it was that had struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor.
We need to see what they're doing, but let's not draw their...
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
I have some promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her.
All right. You played a little bit today. Slayed weird three faces man in Catacomb who showed who was the master, and a big angry doggo killed something weird in hell, destroyed after getting destroyed twins. Weird three faces. So that was Pinwheel. You beat Pinwheel. Pinwheel didn't kill you, did he? You got him on the first try. Oh, and you killed Sif. Oh, that's such a that's a tough fight, man. Not tough difficulty wise, but tough emotionally. I know, that's what I'm saying on development. He is blowing through this game. It's crazy how fast he's making progress. You got Pinwheel on your first try after your other 5 tries.
You lead.
Good old Pinwheel.
No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who tries.
Ranrock's loyalists.
Patricius Totalis.
Oh, dang it. Oh, come on.
That was meant
Oh.
for me. Let's get this over. Defender. Expelliarmus.
Oh, dang it. Are you serious? Oh, well. At least this gives me another opportunity to try to do everything by stealth. I was intentionally not using a healing potion there, and it came back to bite me.
There they are up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
Lumos.
No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who tries.
Ranrock's loyalists are out for blood.
Patricius Totalis.
Who's there?
All right, much better.
All of Ranrock's loyalists deserve the same fate. Nice work. This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
You thought that his HP bar was bugged? Nope.
Once again, we could fight our way through or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose?
Wouldn't mind a plum job at Gringotts. Suit me, sitting around all day. Mind you,
Patricius Totalis.
could get a bit boring. Why is a grab? Not
What?
quite.
How did he see me?
You won't get away with that.
How did that miss? I had a R1 anvil that I totally just launched like right over the
It is.
cliff next to the
And
guy I
that
was trying to hit with it.
relatively fun.
These mines are over here, I guess. This way. Follow the minecart track. Here we go. We have arrived. More. More
Better or for
goblins.
worse, we're in. Petrificus totalis. This mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported. Now I see why.
I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too
So let me
disgusting
ask you
for even
this: did you
spiders to
explore
prey on.
the area after Pinwheel at all? Extreme danger.
Such arrogance.
You're not even trying.
Glacius, defender.
Dang it, wrong button. All right, where's this other? Oh, here we go.
Glacius, defender.
How many Ranrock's loyalists are in here?
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want.
Expelliarmus. Confringo.
More spiders, just lovely. Okay, you stopped.
That
You
ledge
stopped
is
at him.
awfully
Okay.
high. Any ideas?
Wise move, in my opinion. You're in the Duke's archives. Okay. Dude, you're already in the Duke's archives? So not only did you beat Sen's Fortress, you beat all of Anne Orlando. Wow. What did you think? What did you think of Anne Orlando and Ornstein and Smo? Dude, you are smoking this game. And by this game, I mean Dark Souls, not the game that I'm playing.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa.
You're saying it's Smoff like cough? I've literally never heard anyone pronounce his name that way.
It's no wonder spiders
Unless
give
you're
people goosebumps.
unless you're joking.
Could be the hairy legs, or the soulless eyes, or the venomous fangs, or any number of endearing qualities, really.
Smashing.
Should have thought to conjure stairs.
Reparo.
What's up, Brock? Yes, another Sebastian quest here.
Confringo.
That is correct. How are you doing tonight, man? It started as a joke, but that's how I say it now because Go says his name like Goff. Says his own name like Goff. Oh, is that the bow and arrow dude in the DLC? Okay, why is there a cutscene introducing just a spider? I've fought enough of these things. Oh, maybe because there's a bunch of them.
Confringo.
We've rid the world of another spider. I shall sleep better tonight.
Confringo!
We're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that.
Oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, oh crap, it's Devil Snare.
Lumos.
Lumos.
What's up, Dad Bod Gain Squad? Welcome back, dude. It's smooth. It's smooth like through. I don't know what's real anymore. You guys are. You guys are confusing me.
Lumos.
Lumos.
Or it could be smo, like dough.
Cabalso. Lumos.
Good to hear you doing well, man. I'm doing mighty fine myself. Hey. Oh, more spiders.
Glacius. Defender.
Adbod Gain Squad, your name will forever be my favorite.
We've still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think
That's
we're going to be
a
bit
that's a high
distracted
honor,
from runes
man.
For a moment.
An unwelcome distraction at that.
Fat and not fat dudes, they were pretty hard, mostly because they could attack through each other without problem. How many tries did it take you? I can't believe you're already all the way through Anor Londo. That to me is insane.
We have another fight on our hands.
Why am I not surprised?
How nice.
There's no stealthing that.
I won't rest.
Potato.
Why to run this out longer than necessary? No! I will make you pay.
Glacius. Defender.
You had a lucky start. It's
Flipendo.
let's go.
Glacius. Confringo. Defender. Expelliarmus. We're not finished yet. Glacius. Defender.
Oh, there's two venomous matriarchs up in here.
Expelliarmus.
That's not good.
Glacius. Defender.
Three? No, there's still two of them. Okay. Did not mean to do that on the little guy. Meant to do that on the big one. Oh well.
Glacius. Defender.
You won't survive this, my young
Glacius. Defender. Expelliarmus. Glacius. Defender. Expelliarmus.
You don't believe you can defeat me, do you?
Who else is freaking? Oh.
What's the point of this?
All right, yeah, you come down here.
Glacius. Defender.
Certainly cleared the room.
You're
Oh,
not a bad
too
chap
easy.
for a Slytherin.
You Gryffindors don't have a monopoly on bravery, you know.
Revelio.
All right, it appears I need some sort of boost to get to the top, and I have found what will give me said boost.
Confringo. Now. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
In peace.
Oh, and there's switches.
Confringo. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
I'm guessing that door is the way forward, but there might
Above
be
the cavern
loot.
door. Ranrock's loyalists never knew to look for it.
Ah, okay, the third switch is up here. Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised to find a couple more rune symbols. Wasn't expecting that.
Is that right? Did I get it? Yeah. Okay. Not too shabby. They took you maybe 8 tries? Okay, that's not... Yeah. That's respectable, for sure. Goff says his own name like Goff. So you joke that Spo would be the same, but I actually think it would be. Dark Souls has tested the limits of everything, including the English language. Gain Squad. Did you ever beat Dark Souls? However, it took you 2.5 hours to go through Anne Orlando. At one point, I was playing with only one hand, listening to some video while parrying the Silver Knights. Gravity killed you most of the time there. Yep. Sounds about right. 1 day, 1 hour, 1 minute. Hashtag do it for Greg. Well, depends on all depends on how much longer I have with this game. The world floated back to me as if it were watery haze. How long had I been unconscious? Only remember his eyes, empty of sorrow, but yes. Also, I recall feeling a sense of euphoria as I watched the pain vanish, but then everything started to turn. When I fell, I must have hit my head. I neither feel nor see a mark, but the pain is throbbing. I can only hope it is not the Black Death. At least he is no longer in pain.
What do you have there?
A journal entry by Isadora.
Hopefully it will help us unravel more of this mystery.
Can I break this?
Depulso. Revelio. Sebastian, I think I found something. A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about this place feels odd.
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganach was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft, and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols? And ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
Here's are some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Unless we can find another passageway to the Undercroft. Let's have a look around.
Ooh. Ah, so there is something to this.
And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit.
I might be mired in Blighttown, still had to finish Dark Souls 3, then of course became Elden Lord and still a few months left on that. Or then of course become. I was about to say you are not Elden Lord. So there's no there's no became Elden Lord. Hold on a sec. Give me just Give me just a minute here. I need something. It might cause a hiccup in this. Okay, I'm back. Can y'all, everything good? Everything hunky-dory? Yeah? Let me know if you can hear me. A few months left on that. Yeah, we'll see how long it takes you to kill Melania.
Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Marenweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
A friendly goblin. He wants no part in Ranrock's fight.
A friendly goblin? You know, goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
You don't know what you're saying. Take a breath for a moment.
Oh, I know precisely what I'm saying. Unbelievable.
Kind of being a little freaking work. Let's see. Ooh, rewards Imperio. Yeah, we'll do this first. Sell off my useless gear. With your guide, Melania was easy. Did you hear that, Gain Squad? Melania's easy. All you gotta do is follow my guide. That's it.
First they're teaching students jinxes. Next thing you know, it's unforgivable curses.
What's up, Bill? Good to see you, man.
Dark wizards come around Hogsmeade.
Hope all is well. Play well long. Do it for Greg. Yes, I've been reminded many times. What's up, Rohan? Good to see you again, man. How are you on this fine evening? She was easy.
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all.
Melania's easy.
I was just at the post office.
You
Gran
heard it
told
here.
me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What was she sending you? What kind of research is she...
It varies from week to week, but it's always to do with creatures.
You're learning Japanese and want to play the Switch game in Japanese, but it's so expensive. Also, the Switch is hard to translate, so I'm getting it on your PC via some other means. Okay. What game is it? How far into the game am I? I mean, I don't know for certain, but I'd have to imagine 75% maybe.
What did you find out about the
Maybe
dragon
more.
you were tracking?
I realized that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have... I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
How do you track a dragon?
Tree canopies, burn marks, things like that.
Well done.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may... I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right. I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on, and she's likely frantic about... Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here?
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home?
That sounds straightforward enough.
We...
Well then.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. Oh, and one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are.
Buddy Mission Bond. It's like a detective visual novel and looks interesting. Cool, cool. Well, that's awesome that you're learning Japanese.
There she is, above us. She did make it home safely. Oh, good. It looks as if she was.
You looking forward to Resident Evil 4 remake? Oh, dude. If it weren't for Zelda also coming out this year, I would think that Resident Evil 4 would probably be my game of the year.
Poor thing must be worried sick, wondering what happened to her egg.
For what it's worth.
So do you plan to like to go to Japan, or is there any particular motive that you have for learning Japanese? Zelda, baby. Oh yeah. Did it get delayed? Not that I know of. It's May 12th, I think is the release date.
What I wouldn't give to be a Demiguise right now. I wonder how many they brought to capture her.
Petrificus Totalis.
10 usually.
There she is again.
She's breathtaking.
From a distance.
Been studying for 2 years, want to go one day, but really it's just something that you've always wanted to do. Awesome, man. So are you like, are you taking classes, or are you like teaching yourself via like a self-study course, or what?
The poachers fed her well, and from a distance, we probably look exactly like sheep.
This game low-key looks boring.
Jeans love sheep.
I mean, I think it's fun. I think it really nails the vibe of, like, you know, the whole Harry Potter Hogwarts theme. Exploration's pretty good. Hogwarts is very well done. Combat is interesting.
What's your step?
It's not like my favorite, but it's also not terrible. I mean, I think it's fun. Probably my biggest complaint with this game is the fact that it really got off to a slow start. Like there wasn't very much action in like the first like 5 hours of the game. There was hardly any action at all.
Or just raring for a fight.
Once it got going though, I've enjoyed it.
Revenue.
I've really enjoyed exploring Hogwarts and exploring the world, flying on my broom, all that kind of good stuff. There's some decent dungeons and puzzles and stuff.
Quiet. What was that?
And the story's, you know, the story's good, but not great. Don't tell me I have to fight this thing. I can't use my invisibility charm. That's a shame.
Wait here. I'll run ahead.
Over here. Whenever you're ready, I'll follow you. Good thinking.
I'll draw her attention. Follow when it's safe.
Good thinking. But she'd still be able to smell you.
Okay, so that doesn't matter then.
Watch out! It's her domain. She'll make sure we know it.
All right, shoot another fireball.
Keep at it. We've just got to make it to the nest.
Oh, she isn't making it easy.
Okay, so I can't climb up that. Oh, snap.
Not a warm welcome.
It's a little too warm if you ask me.
Ah ha ha ha! That was funny. That was a funny
I don't
joke.
suppose she listened to reason.
I'd normally try, but we're well past that.
Hot take, you didn't like Elden Ring,
Get
man.
that opening below her.
Wow. I take classes once a week. They're online. You do study by yourself every day and also practice speaking with others on the phone. Okay, cool. Yeah, that sounds like a good strategy. I didn't get it just because I know nothing about Harry Potter. I do think the vibe looks cool, but I know once the initial WoW phase, there's no way you keep playing. Yeah, that's the thing is I do have a history with Harry Potter. I have read all the books. I've seen most of the movies, and you know, so I do have like an element of nostalgia that others may not have. That I think, you know, if I didn't have the baseline familiarity with Harry Potter, I don't think I'd like this game as much. Looks like a checklist open world and you're sick of those. Yeah, it's not as egregious as some other open worlds. There's definitely worse out there. Definitely there are worse offenders in this game as far as like the checklist open world style goes. Hot take, you didn't like Elden Ring, overhyped. Yeah, that is that's shocking. Because if there's anything that is there's anything that's the antithesis of a checklist open world, it would be Elden Ring. I mean, granted, yes, it is an open world, but it is not a checklisty open world at all. That it gives the player absolute freedom to explore at their leisure.
Why
without
is every bridge here broken?
without the hand holding. Brock agrees that is a hot take. The hottest of takes, yes. Elden Ring was amazing, and in my opinion, delivered on just about every promise.
Now,
And
if we just
met
return her egg, we can
every
hopefully
single
make it out
expectation I
without
had
too
for
much
it.
fuss.
Yeah, this game has a 9.0 player rating. There are not very many people who rate it. Yeah, I don't doubt that. I would give it probably an 8.
That was brilliant. And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
She did try to kill us, yes.
That's rather generous, isn't it? She did try to kill us the entire time.
Only until she saw her egg, at which point I thought she rather warmed to her. The important thing is that we survived it. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about
Shall we head back? I'm ready if you...
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntel Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal...
True. So why haven't they come...
Unless what?
Unless they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. How could I have been so blind?
I agree, it is not checklist. That said, it ruined a huge thing I loved about FromSoft games. FromSoft games to me were a linear open world, but I mean that it is generally a smaller and somewhat linear map, but great game design made the whole world come together, feel open. Yeah, I see. I know exactly, you know, what you're talking about there, and I agree. And that's why I say I still enjoy Bloodborne. I would still rank Bloodborne higher than Elden Ring, in my opinion, because I do enjoy that finely tuned, curated experience. That said, I had an absolute blast exploring Elden Ring and just combing through every corner of that map was just amazing. I really did enjoy it, but I do prefer the more finely tuned experience of, let's say, like a Bloodborne. But I'm glad that, you know, From Software, that Miyazaki and them, they decided to you know, branch out ever so slightly and put a different spin on their formula, you know. I really did appreciate that.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Also, because it was not open world, every path of exploration was rewarding and every randomly wandering around felt purposeful and like there was some direction. No map with markers, really. You got to figure out where to go. Elden Ring had its map and led you from one place to another. Really got bored exploring Elden Ring. Felt it was cool, but the dungeons were so repeated and it felt like my random wandering was rewarded. Didn't feel like your was rewarded as much. I mean, yeah, that is fair. But to go from that, like having a critique about the game, which I would say, you know, definitely reasonable. To go from that to say, but that you didn't like the game, though, that to me is a leap. Especially if you really like, you know, the other From Software games. But yeah, the repetitiveness, definitely a fair critique in my opinion. Didn't really harm my experience with the game, but you know, it comes with a territory with open world games for sure. The repetitive nature of stuff.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it.
Catacomb?
For Anne. I need to see her.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you.
I didn't. I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do. I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb.
Okay, question. Do From Software have something with huge tower and teleporting mage? I mean, that seems to be something that, you know, is recurring in some of their games, along with poison swamps and, you know, that sort of thing. It's the imposter. No, it's the real Puggy. There's no more imposter. I made sure of that. Okay, I wouldn't say you didn't like it, but I would say that that you like Sekiro, Dark Souls 3, and Bloodborne more. Totally, yeah. I can understand that take, you know, perfectly fine. Yeah, for sure. Also, in other games, wandering exploration was a means to progress the story and reach the end. Since I didn't know where I was going in Elden Ring, I knew where the main quest was. We're just wandering around for wandering around's sake.
At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb was set free.
Yeah, spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
Should I have sold my... How am I doing on gear? Ah, crap. Yes, I should have sold stuff. I totally forgot to do that. I can get out of here and do that real quick. I need to. Fortunately, I realized that at the beginning of the dungeon, not the end. Oh, I don't want to... I know people have had glitches where if they abandon a quest, they can't go back to it, so... I might just ditch some of my, like, really weak... How do I destroy? I'll destroy all my green stuff. I'm bound to get a bunch of pickups in here. The green stuff is pretty worthless anyway. Should have sold it when I was in Hogsmeade. But I forgot. Elden Ring is an open world. Dark Souls is open-ended dungeon crawling. I do, though, appreciate that in Elden Ring, although it is an open world, they did preserve like the dungeon aspect. They didn't abandon that. That was single-handedly my biggest disappointment with Breath of the Wild. Was the fact that the dungeons were lackluster.
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous
So, in my opinion, Elden
Brilliant.
Ring basically found the perfect balance between
We're
the
here for a
two.
reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
Sendo! Bombarda! Glacius! Defender! Fringo! Expelliarmus! Protego!
How am I getting
Rid the world of
spam
another
messages
spider.
in here
I
when I
should
have
see
it on
that's
subscriber only mode, chat? Oh, that makes no sense. Unless the bots are subscribing.
Confringo!
Oh, this is a...
Accio! Capulso!
See, I go this way first. I can't get in there yet. Dang it.
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some.
I wonder what...
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd.
Well, thank you for being on the ball, Brock. Way to go. Way to go.
Glacius! Defender! Protego! Stupid one! Stupid one! Glacius! Defender!
Brock actually modding despite the unpaid mod strike of 2023. We must have resolved our dispute. We're on good terms now.
Confringo!
Revelio.
First time actually modding, it feels wrong. Oh, Brock, give yourself some credit. You've, you know, accidentally banned Puggy, the real Puggy, from the chat before. No, I'm pretty sure you've deleted some of those messages. Back before I turned on subscriber only mode chat and I'd get several of them a night. Used to do some work with those. But if it gets bad again, I'm gonna have to like increase the amount of time that it's required for you to subscribe.
We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory.
Because right now I have it set for like 5 minutes, I think.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. There's something here by the altar. Revelio.
Shame, you feel so much shame. It's okay, Brock. We all forgive you. At least I do. I can't speak for Puggy. Puggy was the real victim with your carelessness.
Depulso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Foolish had mentioned a relic in my report, was reminded to leave it where it lay, but research must come before my fealty to the rules. I sensed something about this relic. I was told those chosen by English oak wands have powerful intuition. I believe it. Therefore, when no one was looking, I acted. I conjured 2 barricades to isolate the relic. Ancestors forgive me, but I used their very bones as the key. I plan to return to it, but first I must ready myself for our next assignment, learning the Imperious Curse. This spell is said to serve well against enemies.
What did you find?
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return for the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. I have the report if you want to have a look. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades. I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperious Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
I'd be interested to know what else the student discovered.
Have a look. Unfortunately, there's no name on it. It's worthy of further study.
Do you think the pages were left here on?
Slytherin mentioned a student who excelled in charms and always carried a satchel. They might have been left on purpose. Or...
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant.
Currently extracting totally legally acquired ROMs. How do you extract XCI files? I have no idea. I do not have experience with such things. I'm sorry. You've been subscribed for more than 5 minutes? Yes. You're probably closer to being subscribed for 5 years than you are to being subscribed for 5 minutes. Use Yuzu Rohan. There's got to be a tutorial. Yeah, I don't know how spam is, you know, gets through unless the bots are smart enough to subscribe. Student report. The catacomb assignment yielded more than I imagined. Learning about our ancestors was illuminating. However, I stumbled upon something else I could not ignore. An area behind the great room which had suffered decay. Amid the turned over sarcophagi, I discovered an oddly shaped relic. Immediately, I sensed its power. I would be thrilled to study the relic further if only the removal of objects were allowed.
There's more to this than even I imagined. Look, bones stacked oddly on either side of this archway.
Leave no stone unturned. Or in this case, no bone.
I I'm picking up what they're putting down.
Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Yeah? Is that... Any more? Any more?
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Is that enough?
You've done it. I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones.
Nice.
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's
Imperio.
unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
Where did you learn the Imperial?
I taught myself. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy.
Shouldn't I know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, your intention has to be clear. You have to mean it.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries.
What's up, El Prophet? How you doing, man?
movement.
Thanks for
It's not an
stopping
easy spell
by.
to master.
Welcome to the stream.
There we go.
Ah,
Something
you did
troubling
it.
ahead.
Good job. Good
Be on your
job.
guard.
Protego. Stupid. Bombarda. Glacius.
Where to? A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. That's what all the dark wizards say. Yep. It's the path to the dark side.
Confringo. Capulso.
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
I try.
Accio.
That worked. Keep going. This looks different than what we faced before. Now we're also dealing with green symbols.
Bombarda.
Sorry, I'm a big time ice cruncher. I'm trying to get the ice out of my water bottle just because for whatever reason it brings me comfort to crunch ice. Then I got sneak attacked by a spider while I was trying to do that. Okay, well,
Confringo.
check out this room.
Glacius. Defender. Expelliarmus. Protego. Stupefy. Glacius. Expelliarmus.
Never knew spiders could make such a mess.
Bit dramatic, isn't it?
Confringo. Defendo. Accio.
I like how the challenge for that encounter was to win without using a potion.
Revelio.
It's like I do the vast majority of encounters without using potions in this game.
Revelio.
Uh-oh, I didn't even notice this.
Depulso. Revelio.
This catacomb has suffered decay. Just as
This I might be full.
I doubt
Okay,
anyone's
good.
been
I
here
wasn't
in
full.
quite some time.
I'm probably really close to full. Oh no, I've got plenty. Okay. That was the driving force for Anakin. He thought he could use dark Sith magic to save Padme. Yes, that's right. That's right. The dark side is a pathway to many abilities, some considered to be unnatural. Is it possible to learn this power? Not from a Jedi. Best friend plays Hogwarts and refuses to learn the unforgivable spells. He's a hardcore Harry Potter fan. Well, that's, you know, to his own detriment. Even Harry Potter knew some of the unforgivable. I don't know if Harry Potter ever learned Avada Kedavra, but he definitely learned Crucio. He may have learned Imperio as well. I don't remember if he learned Imperio, but he did learn Crucio at some point. What's so unforgivable about him? It's their dark magic, man. Once you go down the dark side, the path to the dark side, very seldom is there any coming back.
Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio.
Is it? I gotta do. Okay. There we go.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
You are head and
I
shoulders
think it's hilarious how
above these
goody-goody he
bones.
is in the game.
Nicely done.
What makes them bad is because they were like literally designed to torture people.
Revelio.
I'd say that it's widely agreed upon that torture is bad. Is there anything worth getting behind the other door? I mean, might as well.
Accio.
I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
More spiders.
Bombarding. Confringo. Glacius. Defender. Expelliarmus. Spring Bombarder. Accio. Confringo! Confringo! Glacier! Defender! Repender! Expelliarmus! Stupid one! Confringo! Bombarder! Accio! Confringo! Glacier! Defender!
For a moment there, I thought that'd never end.
Confringo!
You did it. Congratulations.
Accio.
I bet you feel accomplished.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on, don't give up yet.
Do you even Revelio, bro? This relic contains abundant potential. It's possible it could benefit not only wizardkind but the world, but the dark sacrifice involved. To realize its intent may be too great. Until we know more, please do not remove this relic.
Sebastian, the relic. Look.
Could it be?
The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea, but we're here for the relic.
I'm willing to ignore what the journal entry says. We're taking the relic.
Agreed. This is meant to be. For Anne's sake, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret, especially from my uncle. Is that ominous?
Ooh, he's followed us. Uh-oh.
Ominous. The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine, but Ominous knows I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
Uh-oh. What's gonna go down?
How much did you hear?
Everything. I heard you encourage Sebastian to take the relic.
Sebastian's done his research. He knows what he's doing.
Sebastian makes things sound easy when they could be impossible or dangerous. We need to stop him.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
You're right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian, we're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
Love the idea of a note telling you, by the way, don't forget the dark relic needs a sacrifice to work. Good luck with it. Yep, Ominous always seems to be lurking around the corner, almost as if his name means something. Ominous. Ooh, ominous. That might be a like what you call it, double entendre or whatever that word is. Has a secret meaning. All right, well, how do I get out of here? I like went deep down in here. Not exactly sure how to actually get out of here. My peeps are not with me, so.
Well, what happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just doesn't understand. And I didn't want to worry him all over again. As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne.
Where do I gotta go now? Oh, I can't teleport. Why? I also can't grab my broom, right? Yeah, that sucks. Making me walk 300 plus steps. What's up with this? I thought like a red herring was something that was intended to be misleading, like to misdirect your attention.
She looks like Ominous. It'd only upset her. Oh no, this isn't good.
What is it?
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet.
Retro.
Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
You just looked up the definition.
Not quite. That was an impressive plot. You think this is funny?
Can't Petrificus Totalis, y'all? What's up? I guess because they're already fighting or something. I don't know. Oh, use a mandrake. I can use a mandrake. Blow up a loyalist into with a bombardment with a charge their magic. Where's their... I guess a loyalist ranger doesn't count as a loyalist sentinel. Need a loyalist sentinel. Loyalist. Ooh, he just used it.
Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
There was little time to react, but it was an unforgivable curse.
I acted in the moment. That's all. I shall make my uncle see reason. He cannot banish me from my own home.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him,
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while.
Reparo. Revelio.
Alright, now I can sell my crap. I think. Maybe. Nope. Merchant's not there. Dang it. How good are the writers in this game? Would they be smart enough to even know? I'm sure they would know. He committed Sudoku. Oh, he's not in the house. Okay, he's over here. Oh, this is the house. I was in the wrong house.
What was he thinking?
Here we freaking go. Saving someone's life is bad because he used the no-no spell. Path to the dark side. Here we come.
Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian acted rashly, but he acted out of instinct to save Anne.
Out of instinct? With an unforgivable curse? This family does not resort to using dark magic even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
That's a huge problem I have with Solomon. His entire story, he was more angry that Sebastian used Imperior than he was that Anne survived. Well, I suppose he could have used a different spell to save her. I mean, we killed all the other goblins with other spells, but you know.
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
Poacher's house call. Talk to Poppy. Poppy. Be in Hogwarts? But you don't know, like, his whole life. You don't know his story. Perhaps he's had bad experiences with the unforgivable curses before, or he's witnessed the evil that they're linked to, and, you know,
Oh, good.
that
you're
could
safe.
shape his worldview. Or maybe he's just, you know, stickler for the rules. Who knows? We don't know enough about him to know. He could have used a different spell, but in the heat of the moment, people do rash things. But in the heat of the moment, it reveals like your true instincts. Like if without thinking about it, you automatically resort to an unforgivable curse, it shows kind of what your inclinations are. He doesn't care about the girl living. He's made that clear from the beginning. Perhaps he's just a sanctimonious douchebag. Who knows?
There you are. You were in such a state when you left.
The poachers got to my gran. Someone recognized me in Horntail Hall and they got to her.
What do you mean? Is she all right?
She's fine, thank goodness. But they were at her house, our house. They assumed... She said they took the whole place apart looking for it, screaming that we'd cost...
I'm sorry, Poppy. I'm glad she's all right.
I should have known. I underestimated the... And now another creature's in...
What do you mean?
The poachers refused to leave empty-handed, so they took valuable journals that Gran had discovered when she was researching... One of them contained theories about a secret hiding place of the Snidget, long thought to be extinct.
Exactly what kind of creature?
It's a small bird with golden feathers. It's incredible. In fact, the golden snitch in Quidditch is based on the Snidget, which barbarically was actually...
Why would Snidgets be valuable?
They could make more money with Snidgets than they ever... The golden Snidget's feathers and eyes are incredibly valuable. That's why they're believed to be extinct. If the poachers found some now, I can't bear to think about the horrific...
Where exactly are these...
Gran says the journals were a bit cryptic, which is good. From what she recalls, the journals only noted that the key to finding them lay in the moonlight.
I take it you aren't going to let the poachers anywhere near the Snitch.
Gran wants me to stay out of it, but I know she's devastated that poachers might go after this. We had the element of surprise on our side when we saved that dragon.
We need allies. Others who hate the poachers enough to help us.
Merlin's beard! You're a genius! The centaurs! They'd want the Snidgets.
Sounds as if we need to go and talk to the centaurs.
We'll need to be careful in how we approach them. Tensions with them are. Still, I think they may be our only hope. I'll let you know as soon as I have a plan.
Their mechanic to kill Big Crystal Lizard. Also, he may hate unforgivable curses because he was an aura before. That reminds me of how Peter treats Meg. He's more disappointed that she didn't die than anything. Harry should have followed the rules and stay away from learning a defense against the dark arts. Solomon's instinct in the heat of the moment was that he didn't care about Anne's life. I mean, I think I stand by that there were other ways that he could have, that Sebastian could have went about that situation without using a dark magic spell. He was probably more pissed that he went about it the wrong way than he was that he saved her life. I mean, there were multiple ways of going about saving her life in that moment. Another Quidditch reference. Yes, that's correct. Let's see. Speak with Sebastian in the Undercroft. Okay, before I do that, I am going to sell my excess gear.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Welcome. Do let me know if I can be of any assistance at all.
I mean, wouldn't you say that something like the killing curse is inherently bad? Because like it's even said in the game that like you can't cast an unforgivable curse like unless you have the true intention in your heart, like to actually make it work. It doesn't work unless you have that. Star Wars, Luke uses a force choke. He's not evil for it, but evil people use it. But you would have to admit that that's a moment of weakness. That wasn't Luke at his best. And the fact that I can't remember if the books go into it, but like these curses when they were developed, like does the book go into like how they were made, how the unforgivable curses were made? I can't remember. I don't think you ever had as much money as me. It's because
I hope to see you again.
It's because I didn't buy the expensive brooms, Brock. You splurged on those brooms, man. You killed tons of things while playing the game. I only kill the bad guys. With spells that don't require me to have hatred in my heart as I cast them. Let's see. I want to make sure I purchased all the recipes because I know there's a trophy for brewing all the potions.
Here you found. Hello there. In the market for potions, are we?
Yeah, I think I'm good.
I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
So no tips against the crystal dragon. Oh, yeah. No, that's a scripted death. You have to die there. I was having a hard time figuring out what you were talking about for a sec, but now I know what you're talking about. Harry Potter attempted to cast Crucio 3 times and cast Imperio multiple times. As for Avada Kedavra, I can't talk about that. We'll see about... Luke was using the choke on the guards in Jabba's palace. He could have used a mind trick. It's been so long since I've seen Return of the Jedi, I honestly don't even remember that. Yeah, made one of those. I need to have some of these beasts breed because I know I need to breed everything. You spent money on scams? Alright, you killed hundreds of people in the game and spiders with the intent to kill them. What makes murdering that one dude so different? Well, I think the game's made clear that you have to have, like, the intent in your heart to do harm to cast the unforgivable curses. Here, let's do a little bit of Googling, guys. Why are the unforgivable curses unforgivable? Let's see. Yes, despite so you need to have evil intentions to use the curses. So you have to, there has to be that evil desire to use them. Crucio means I torture in Latin. The word excruciating is descended from the same root. The form of torturous execution. And they're used widely by Death Eaters. Yeah, that's the gist of it, is you have to have like evil in your heart and intent to use them and make them work. But they also say evil is subjective. Why the unforgivable curses are classified as such, while Obliviate or Sectum Sempra, an entrail exploding curse, are not included in that category, is unclear from canon. Yeah, Sectum Sempra, that's a pretty brutal curse. may be unforgivable because they have no beneficial use. They simply exist to cause harm to others. And then some people say that it's just the ministry. The ministry just doesn't want people using them. But I think ultimately it boils down to the intent that you have to have in your heart while you cast it. Otherwise, it doesn't work. But anyway, I digress. My potion should be ready. I need to make all the potions for a trophy. How did Mrs. Dadbod scam you? She delivered. She delivered fully. Well, you can't make that an absolute rule without saying Harry Potter is evil, which he definitely wasn't. There is no absolute. Well, I mean, like, Harry Potter did cast some of the unforgivable curses, if not all three of them, maybe. I don't remember. But that doesn't mean that, like, Harry Potter's not perfect. He has moments of weakness where that might well up inside of him. And so, you know, that he doesn't continually cast them. He doesn't make a habit of casting them. He casts them in moments of desperation and weakness. You wouldn't have felt scammed if she didn't do the voice after Jesse and I were pressuring her. If anything is a word for giving her the bribe, it wasn't an expectation. The point is they call them evil because they can be used against the good, not because you must be evil to use them. Yeah. Honestly, I don't know enough about Harry Potter lore to, like, really dive deep into it on a moment's notice. But that's just my understanding. My understanding may not be fully informed. Who defines evil? I think evil is not flushing after going to the bathroom, but others would disagree. Well, in the wizarding world, I guess the Ministry of Magic defines evil. Harry Potter made it exceedingly clear that the unforgivable curses can be cast by good people. Right. I'm sure all of us would say that we've done things that we regret, and I'm sure Harry Potter would say that he has cast things that he's regret. I'm not sure if Harry Potter cast all three. I know he cast Crucio and Imperio. I don't know if he ever casted Avada Kedavra. Yeah, Sebastian's situation was desperate, but I don't think he had to use that to he didn't have to use that specific curse to prevent, you know, what was going to happen from happening. Anyway, this whole discussion is stemming from, like, why the reaction for casting a spell when we're casting spells the whole game, basically. We're trying to make sense of the story here is effectively what we're doing. Today I learned that crystals can curse you. How did I learn that? By getting blasted by a giant scaleless dragons. Yes. And I believe those crystals do they cast curse on you? I forget. I'm pretty sure they do cast curse on you. All right, this should give me my trophy. If not, I'm gonna be like, a little confused. Yeah, going through the potions. There we go. Perfecto. All right. Mission accomplished. Where is my... Here we go, I guess here.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
There are situations where unforgivable curses are justified. Well, it depends on who you're talking to, I guess. I mean, it is true that at least in the Harry Potter universe, the unforgivable curses are used primarily by a group of people with nefarious intentions. And so they call them unforgivable to try to delineate the people who would use that type of magic from people who would not use that type of magic. Because I think we can all agree Death Eaters are bad.
Did you speak with my uncle?
I wish I had better news about your...
Don't think I've forgotten about your goblin friend. I haven't. But I appreciate you setting our earlier discussion aside for now. Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh? That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good.
He does sound a lot like Anakin Skywalker.
She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
I've seen this happen before.
Now I'm more determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
What did you mean you'd send Anne a crest?
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. She was carefully organizing her prized possessions, a box of artifacts she'd collected to do with our family. She got to her favorite, a handmade crest, and without a second thought, she handed it to me. It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I can reach Anne.
Be careful, Sebastian.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
I'll send you an owl when I have news.
Well, I can kind of see where this is going because the only spell I've yet to learn in this game is Avada Kedavra. And I can only assume who I'm going to learn it from. And this seems to be going in a particular direction here, so... Dementors are so cool. Easily your favorite Harry Potter enemy. I too. I like the Dementors. All right, where to next? Oh, I was in the room of requirement. I need to like unveil all my crap. I forgot to do that while I was in there. What's up, Junior? Welcome back. Thanks for tuning in tonight, man. Hope you're doing well. How's life in the game going? Both. Very good. We're having a a lively discussion on the merits or lack thereof of the unforgivable curses, because they've taken a prominent role in the story as of late. I did like that scarf I had on. It's a good scarf. What? Okay, it's all gobbledygook. Only quest I have left to do. Okay, so I gotta go here first. Does this game have multiple endings? Not that I'm aware of.
Revelio.
But I think a lot of these side quests that I'm doing are optional. Like I think a lot of the Sebastian stuff is optional.
Hello there.
Hello, Armeet. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I mean, I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. I mean, well, might this be dangerous?
I think he simply wants to show me something that involves gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then
You said you know gobbledygook.
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings.
Have you ever spoken directly?
Unbelievably, no. I'm so looking forward to it. Actually conversing in gobbledygook. Cannot wait to confirm subtle bits of pronunciation and tone that may have eluded me.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first.
All right. So we are going here. Okay. You literally just got called a leech. Who the heck would call it? What?
On another adventure,
Because
are
you
we?
have cerebral palsy for about the 1 millionth time. So apparently I'm a leech by troll. What the heck? Why? That is insane. Why would anybody like... That's a horrible thing. I'm so sorry you have to go through that. Have a good one time for Mandalorian. Okay, dude. Enjoy your evening, good sir. I do need to watch Mandalorian. I was going to watch it tonight, but I put it on hold for you guys so I can finish this game as quickly as possible. I'll finish it eventually, though. This game has 2 endings. Okay. So do you have to get each ending for different trophies? All right, Xaners, you're out. Have a good night, man. Thanks for hanging out tonight, dude.
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrock with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
How else did he expect Goblinkind to get the helmet back? Seems he has no interest in making amends with you.
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrock. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of... They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of...
What do you mean,
Large, magically fortified receptacles craft. Ranrock recruited others to help me locate them. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals. Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle?
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrock care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they can. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have... Ranrock was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for them. He is determined to take it for goblin kind.
Here comes my friend Armid. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lord Cock. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bacalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
Well, yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ?
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it?
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrock knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrock. All you need to do is not be seen. Either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
What else should we know about the enchantment?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to...
Armid and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
Okay, let's see, where to? Just right next to where we're at. Over here, I guess. Follow the minecart path. Apparently because I don't work enough, even though I have multiple jobs. At one point, and had it been for the pandemic, you would have had a few big ones. That's because I don't work the way that they want me to work. I'm in Leech, really, it sucks. And even though I've heard my entire life still hurts a little bit here, there, you know, just because I can't move and work the way that ordinary people would. Funny stuff, but also hurts. Yeah, dude, I mean, yeah, that's awful. I mean, clearly you're doing what you can. I mean, it's... People are like... Some people are just really stupid. And I mean, I'm sure that hurts to hear.
The door is looking at us.
Clever.
They're not saying anything bad. They could probably work more, so I guess they're a leech. Yeah, I mean, that argument could probably be used for anybody. That's going to be their benchmark.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality.
You work with a guy who thinks people who work retail jobs are lazy crackheads.
It's even grander than I had expected.
Well, he ought to try living in a world where no one works, where no one is a lazy crackhead and no one works a retail job. See how that goes.
I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so
Revelio.
simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
I genuinely think that there are people in the world who exist that just need to have like this intrinsic sense of superiority. So whoever they can put down so that they can feel better about themselves, they'll do it.
Accio.
I used to work with somebody who literally talked trash about everybody else that she had ever worked with. And so I knew, although she never really said anything to my face, I knew that like when I was not in the room that I was a target. Like people like that are just miserable in general.
Revelio.
I've read about minds like this, but seeing one is something else altogether.
It really says more about them than it does about you.
We need to be careful. As I'm sure you know, not all goblins are as friendly as Lodgok, to say the least. Petrificus Totalis.
Ranrock is sure to appreciate the extra work we're doing.
That was a little more than I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word.
The people do try to justify their own life habits or self-restrictions by imposing it on others. Well, not even necessarily only by imposing on others, but just by putting other people down so that they feel better about themselves, you know?
Revelio. Confringo.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holidays.
Let's take a look around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
I think when people are like that, I think what it does is it reveals like a genuine, deep-seated insecurity that they have about themselves.
A schematic. They're building something. I can't quite make it out. Curious. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
Revelio.
Anything upstairs here?
Revelio. Petrificus Totalis.
That's the
Revelio.
last loyalist. Unfortunate, really. I'd imagine most goblins to be brilliant and kind.
Ooh, is this another schematic? Yep.
Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
All right. Anyway, I'm joining the game. Thank you for your support, and I appreciate you guys. And yes, I do work a lot. Well, I'm sure you do, man. And thanks for hanging out with us, dude. Really appreciate it. It is nice having you around, my friend. Let's see, another
if I'm
schematic.
translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? There must be more notes around here. What could they be building?
Comes down to political motives too. I mean, especially when it comes to politics, I think there is a general lack of empathy and understanding of how a person could possibly have a different viewpoint than your own viewpoint. So I feel like when it comes to politics, people assume the worst intentions of the people on the other side. Especially when dealing with one another on the internet.
What was that? An intruder!
Ah, dang it.
What are you doing?
Accio, Confringo, Glacius, Defender, Expelliarmus, Protego. Oh, this really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
Confringo.
All right.
Revelio.
Oh, there's another thingamajig.
Another schematic. What are they going to build? This mine is too small for whatever it is.
As long as you have me, I'm always around. Absolutely, dude. You're always welcome here, man. Ooh. Locked door? Locked door? What do we got
Revelio.
here? Oh. Can I go through here? Nope. Let's see. Where is the way around? Stairs, perhaps? Here we go.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
God, I'm on disability, schizophrenia, literally dying of a lung disease.
Revelio.
How do they see that? Have been trying for many years to become a voice actor, director, YouTuber, writer, anything I can do, but no luck. Do you still do painting development?
Revelio.
Aha. I found you. But unfortunately, I have not found a way forward. Not much. You put 2 hours in about a week ago, but it caused too much pain. Oh, here we go. That open a door somewhere? Or do I gotta...
Revelio.
Oh, there we go. Wait, is this for... Yeah, I've already been through here. Have I... Oh, wow. What the heck? Okay. Yeah, there's got to be something that opened up from when I pulled that lever just now. I didn't pull it, right? Yeah. Oh, it opened up this. Here we go.
Revelio. Revelio.
Devil's snare. Nasty stuff if we're not careful.
Not an entanglement we need right now. Lumos.
Lumos.
Revelio.
All right. Anything here besides Dittany leaves? Nope.
Lumos.
More enemies. Use a mandrake. Can do that.
Petrificus totalis.
After I Petrificus totalis, all but one of them.
I'm famished.
All right, you. The charge of magic.
Release me!
Global loyalists into this Bombardio. While they charge their magic.
Bombarda.
That doesn't count.
How
Whatever.
many of them are there?
That should be the last of them I'll meet. Revelio.
Poor guy, I think he thought it was gonna come here and actually be speaking gobbledygook and like learning things, and here he is killing all these goblins. Have to light another thing or just pull this lever.
Accio.
Highlighted as if I can grab it, but I can't grab it.
Yes, of course.
Oh, there we go. I have to light the boiler first. The boiler was in a different room.
Revelio.
And the last
This is not good.
schematic.
They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgott what we found.
Why did I need someone just who could speak gobbledygook just to obtain these documents?
Accio.
Is this an elevator? Did Jesse show up on this stream? No, he has not shown up tonight. I don't believe so.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was
The
more than
challenge
I
is
bargained for.
for a loyalist
I'm
sentinel.
glad
I
you
must
came
have
with me, Amit.
must have killed the
Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out
the
of here.
loyalist sentinels. I didn't know it had to be. I know it had to be that specific, but I guess it makes sense. Let's see, maybe up these stairs for that treasure. Find an Alohomora.
Revelio.
All right. Made a card game last year. They're trying to sell to a publisher. What was the what's the card game?
We're
So like
almost out of here, Amit. Look.
It's like an original idea or based on something.
Can we please talk about what just happened?
That wasn't so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I get to write the book about this escapade someday. Without further ado, adieu.
Called Zap Zone. It's a sports card game you created. Cool. Is it based on like a specific sport or just sports in general or what?
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrock must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget. Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her. She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it. She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it.
Oh.
She wanted to work together.
It was
Miriam.
Fig's wife.
Yes. But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife. He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned. More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch when I heard she'd been killed.
You think Ranrock murdered her?
I don't want to believe it, but I don't know. After that, something shifted in me. I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake. Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
Story's starting to pick up a bit here. Based on basketball, blitzball, and the idea of earning points based on your character's skill, not one ball that one team could control the whole game. Started with a combat card game, but already have lots of those, so does everyone else. I wanted the winner to be who did the best with equal playing fields. Then it turned that into a sport game. Interesting. So I take it like you designed all the cards and all that stuff yourself? I gotta go to my quests here. So my quests are updated. I assume when I return to Hogwarts, it's gonna give me a bunch of owls and stuff for crap to do. So I'll go back to Hogwarts. There's a new. I gotta play some more bocce ball. Okay, let's do it. I have a digital version on Tabletop Simulator.
I have to complete the next trial.
There we go. Ah, broom upgrade. Okay. Anyone else?
Hello. Are you here for someone as...
That I am. Don't expect to be as lucky here as you were in Crossed once. Speaking of which, care to play a match?
Of course, Charlotte.
Then may the best summoner win.
Ooh, this one has the bumpers and the vortexes.
Accio!
Oh, snap.
Precisely as planned.
All right, I see you're a formidable foe here. Did some very successful test plays, but still made changes to make it more accessible to more age groups.
Accio!
Ah, dang it.
Such grace. Finesse.
Hey, you shut up.
Accio! Precisely as planned.
Okay. Adjust the thing for you. I meant to knock yours off while keeping mine on, but oh well. Ooh.
Precisely as planned.
Not likely gonna win this one, but yeah, I needed to knock that one off, and I failed.
Nice technique. Didn't I say I adore competition?
All right, don't get too smug with me here.
Hard luck.
I just had a bad first roll.
Absolutely. Don't count me out yet.
That's the spirit. Precisely as planned.
Accio.
Oh well, she went down with me, so I don't care.
Precisely as planned.
Okay, so I can't knock that one off, so I'm just gonna go for the 50 here. Ooh! Oh, I almost knocked it off. Oh well.
Sting me with a billywig. I'll never top that. Accio. Precisely as planned.
I can get myself another 50 here, I win.
Accio.
No!
Such
Dadgummit.
grace. Finesse.
Need 3 ranks for each character, eliminating the characters but allowing each to be useful.
Hard
R1 is very
luck.
simple, and R3 is
Care for
Yu-Gi-Oh level
another
of card
round?
effects.
Absolutely. Don't count me out yet.
That's the spirit.
All right, I declare this is the victorious.
Precisely as planned.
I'm sure that was precisely as planned.
Accio.
Sting me with a billywig. I'll never top that. Precisely as planned.
Oh no, that was too much. Dang it.
Such grace. Finesse.
I expected to get
Accio.
more traction from the vortex than I did. Because that gives her 90. All I need is another 50 and I get 100. If I can pull it like this way.
Accio.
I was gonna hit the bumper. Dang it. Dang it.
Such grace. Finesse.
I could have went for knocking hers off the platform, but then I figured that I would, if anything, probably would have knocked hers from one of the, knocked one of hers from the 30 to the 50.
Absolutely. Don't count me out yet.
This is the only one that's given me like any amount of trouble so far. I mean, another card game that was based off a scene in The Big Bang Theory wanted random things in an 80 card deck to be played on each other with values imagined by the player.
Precisely as planned.
Accio.
Sting me with a billywig. I'll never top that. Accio!
All right, I'm gonna go for like knocking one of hers
Precisely as
off
planned.
here. I'm just gonna like ram. Yeah, that totally backfired.
Such grace. Finesse. Accio! Precisely as
Dadgummit.
planned.
Okay. Ay, ay, ay.
Accio!
Dadgummit.
Such grace.
Ended up my attempt at aggression ended up giving her a perfect score. That was awesome.
Hard luck. Care for another round?
Absolutely. Don't count me out yet.
That's the spirit.
Man, rounds 1 through 3 were a joke, and now I'm choking.
Accio! Precisely as planned.
Accio!
Sting me with a billywig. I'll never top that. Accio!
Things like tornado, dog,
Precisely
pile
as
of dirt,
planned.
space cowboy, broom. So do you play like a lot of like card games and board games and whatnot? Just in general? Erg. No, don't fall, don't fall, don't fall. Dadgummit.
Such grace.
Why?
Finesse. Precisely as planned.
I can't win unless I knock one of hers off.
Accio!
Which I don't know. I don't have the angle to even. Yeah! Oh, we tied. Dang it.
You almost beat me there, but I almost beat you too. Hard luck. Care for another round?
Absolutely. Don't count me out yet.
That's the spirit.
Used to when you had friends. Well, you can play a lot of those games online, can't you? Even if against like
Accio!
random opponents and stuff.
Precisely as planned.
Accio!
Ah, dang it.
Sting me with a billywig. I'll never top that.
Think I was doing schoolwork in school? Nah, tabletop games. I need to see if I can.
Precisely as planned.
No, I didn't want to use that ball. Dang it. That is not what I wanted. I had the wrong ball highlighted.
Such grace.
Ugh. Man. This is not going well.
Precisely as planned.
I can still make this work though. I wanted to use this ball for my second round. And I still lost. I did get one ball off. I was trying to knock both of
Care
them
for
off.
another round?
Absolutely. Don't count me out yet.
That's the spirit.
All right, I'm just gonna play my game and not focus on like taking her pieces out here.
Sting me with a billywig. I'll never top that.
Looks like you've made a bunch of games.
Precisely as planned.
You definitely have a creative mind. Stay, 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 stay.
Nice technique. Precisely as planned.
All right. It's impossible for me to lose unless I knock one of my own off. So. All right, finally, it's about
Nice
freaking time.
technique. Well, you are good.
I don't know why that was so difficult.
I'm not too proud to admit when I've lost. Where did you learn to play like that?
I play by intuition, natural skill and all that.
That's been my strategy. Well, you've only one opponent left now.
All right. Speak to the portrait. Purchase the broom upgrade. Okay, yeah. I will do that. That'll be easy. Counted them when you were doing a series leading to Zap Zone. 15 games. Wow, dude.
Does it get any more
Is a
cozy
lot.
than Hogsmeade?
Hello again. Wonderful to see you. As before, I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you.
Increases acceleration and speed.
You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. Thanks for
I
stopping
think you've
by.
got a third one for me, right?
You're all set with the new upgrade. I can't wait to hear what you think. This may sound presumptuous, but...
You'd like me to report back with even more flight details.
You know me well. I feel I'm almost there. I just think I can improve broom... Miss Ray's is running a time trial at the South Coast course. Not ideal, really, what with rumours of rat... However, if you're flying high above them...
I'm not worried, Mr. Weeks.
I hope you are able to complete these trials. I have a feeling... Do be careful, of course. I shall look for...
Okay, so it's 15
forward to our
before.
next meeting.
So now it's up to 17. Zap Zone and Imagination Domination title pending. Up to 17 now. Most of them could be successful. Some were reliant on your friends knowing your comic book saga. Oh, wow, it's way down here.
I've always said that travel broadens the mind.
Bombarder.
Oops, wrong button. This doesn't feel like it's all that faster, but
The course looks rather deserted. I hope everything's all right.
Gryffindor, over here!
Where you at? There you are.
Hello again, Imelda. This course is a bit...
Obviously. Evidently too far for most of our classmates. They should be begging me to keep these trials alive. I'm surprised our new 5th year showed up.
That's actually...
I know I can be impatient, but I get frustrated by them. And in my experience, that's... Anyway, don't let it go to your head. Right then, enough chatter.
We'll soon see how I fare, won't we?
Get ready to learn.
I don't know about that. All right. I don't like this girl. She's a bit much.
No success there.
Oh, you missed a ring? Oh my gosh. I thought... Oh, whatever.
Brilliant flying, if I do say so myself. That wasn't too difficult.
So I guess since I missed the one, I take a time penalty at the end or something. Shortly after this, I'm gonna have to head out. I do have an early meeting tomorrow that I must attend. I'm gonna have to turn in a little bit earlier tonight than normal.
Now that's more like it.
Oh, sharp turn. Guess I got 10 rings left. Oh snap, I missed all those boosts. And almost all of those.
Made it.
Oh snap.
That's more like
Oh, I barely made that one. Whew. All right, here we go. All depends on what that penalty is. Three seconds. Okay, not bad at all. Three-second penalty.
That was quite
I can
something.
I can handle that.
Impressive work today, but don't get too comfortable. I'll be on. My family's not going to believe the news when I tell them. They're almost as
I take it you want to play for a team, but which one?
I'm my father's girl. A chaser through and through. You'd know that if Black hadn't cancelled. As for a team, it's the Holyhead Harpies I've always dreamt. When I'm finished with school, I'll try out. If for some reason I don't get accepted, herbology perhaps? Because if that did happen, you might as well pop me and call me a mandrake.
It's been fun competing against your records, Imelda.
It has been fun. Glad you're here. 5th year. Not bad for a Gryffindor. You take care of yourself.
Cheeky.
Protego!
All right, sweet. Got a trophy for that.
I should let Mr. Weeks know. Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
My favorite game that I need help to make today was a board game of medieval adventures that could own property as they made their way to the castle and died many, many times. It has a chance card thing that mostly killed your character, but it just resets them to the last end. So would that be like a game that you play as like a team?
Revelio. Hello again, Mr. Weeks. I set a new record at the South Course. The best upgrade yet, but with the speeds it now reaches, I can feel the wind catching beneath the seat a bit, preventing it from...
Of course! Should have anticipated that. At last, I think I know what needs to be done for...
What will you do after this?
I aim to make Spintwitches the most sought-after shop in Hogsmeade. And I wouldn't mind getting back on a broom myself. Couldn't be more pleased we made headway with the upgrades. Prove the naysayers wrong.
I shall look forward to speak.
I'll be sure to send you an hour when I'm finished. Couldn't have done this without you.
And I do make a good team.
Only one winner, the first to the castle. 12 to 20 maps, depending on how many people you're going to have play. Dang, that's a lot. I do have hats that have better, slightly better stats, but they will lower my my offense since I upgraded my whatever this hat is. One look of the draw card is a magic arrow that kills everyone on the current map. See, I think my whatever Hufflepuff things are done. Right? Their baby. Get the offspring. Here we go. Can I find the offspring? There he is. Hi. Okay. So for breeding, we can do one of these, a Jobberknoll. I also need another moon calf. I have a... It's the same. No, I don't. I'm gonna check my other one though. Derek Hall, let's see. Do giant purple toads. Then put some stuff in here. with this. I don't care about these decorations, quite frankly, so. All right. Quests. What will we do next? Okay, so all of these feel like they're going to be quite involved. Rescue some more beasts and upgrade and breed. Okay. I'll get started on one of these quests. Do this one. Oh, there's another side quest opportunity here, so I'll check this one out too. Go on and highlight it so I can navigate to it. How the equipping better gear prompt like just stays there, won't even go away. There it goes. Ah, Christmas tree. Wait, what is it? Why is it taking me back?
I do look forward to going home for the holidays.
I was thinking that it was taking me a long way away from what seemed like a relatively short distance on the map, but must have been taking me the wrong way. Oddly enough.
If he thinks he's getting away with this...
Pardon me, is everything all...
No, it's not. We only had 2 bells to go, but she...
I'm afraid I don't follow. Who spoiled things?
Professor Black ordered Mr. Moon to take down the bells in the bell tower. Those bells are a part of Hogwarts. I wasn't about to let that happen. So, we've always been a duo of sorts, Adelaide and Evangeline. Addie. It was going swimmingly until Black started asking questions. Then she wasn't comfortable with our rule breaking.
Is it really that important?
Is it really that important? Those bells likely told a young Merlin that he was running late to Charms. We can't simply fiddle with history. We meant...
Perhaps I could help.
Really? Oh, that would be wonderful. The bell... You're certainly of more help than...
I imagine the bells are just inside in the bell tower.
This will be a quick one.
I suspect most.
Did you win the match? I had to reset my app. Yes, I eventually did. It took me many tries. Much to my own disappointment, but eventually did get the W. Should not have taken as long as it did, though.
Ah, the bells must be upstairs. Aloha, Mora. Found them. I'll have to get those up there somehow. Wingardium Leviosa, perhaps. Revelio.
Sorry, I'm just exploring. Oh, wow. The next broom upgrade's already done. Where does this take me? Okay. Secret treasure chest. I'll accept that. Okay, the missing bells. I don't know where the missing bells are. Oh, there's one.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. One up, one to go. Revelio.
Okay, where's the other one? See another one. Is that it over there?
Revelio.
No. The bell. There it is. Ooh.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Well, that wasn't too hard. Evangeline should be pleased about this, even if Black isn't.
All right. Let's hope this leads me in the right direction this time.
Not sure he's in at the present moment, the headmaster.
The bells are back up, Evangeline.
Oh, you're a credit to the school. I can't wait to hear them. I can't wait for the headmaster to hear them. Future generations may not truly appreciate what you've done, but I do. And I hope that you do as well. You don't know how much this means for me and for Hogwarts.
That is the very definition of a non-value add fetch quest. Homeboy said he had my broom ready, right? Or there was another upgrade for the broom already.
Hogsmeade, here I come.
Is the... Wrong way.
Oh, hello again. Couldn't have perfected the broom upgrades without your help. As always, I have a special prize for you.
All right, got number 3. Dang, that's still steep.
I truly enjoyed working with you. Thank you for believing in me. Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
I thought that would be a quest, but oh well. Speaking of quests, I'm going to see if there's any additional ones that are on the map. Let's see, that's the main quest. World map, however. Okay, those are already unlocked. Just seeing if there's any ones that I have to like walk up to somebody and talk to unlock. They do pop up from time to time after advancing the story. Just doing my due diligence here. Okay, think we're good. So next, do this one. But not gonna finish it tonight. Most likely. I'll check it out, see what it entails.
I can do this. I can do this. They will want to help.
Is this where we're meeting the centaurs?
Well, they don't exactly know we're coming, so it's less of a meeting and more of a surprise.
Once we tell them about the Snidgets, they'll understand why we came and they'll...
I hope you're right. Perhaps they'll be able to tell that we're sincere.
I suppose they are known for having an air of...
That's exactly the right word.
What is it?
It's nothing, truly.
That's right. We'll simply be honest with them about what we're trying to do. They'll have to help us, won't they?
Yes, of course. We'll meet with them, tell them about the Snidgets, and I'm
Uh-oh. I was gonna have to fight somebody.
What do you think you're doing here, humans?
Please! We were hoping to speak with you.
Ah! I suppose you'd like a tale for your friends of the time you spoke to a centaur, and it spoke back.
No! Never! We're here because we need your help.
Enough! You made a grave error in judgment in coming here, little witch.
That's bad.
Leave them be, Alec. We do not harm the young. It is not our way.
You forget your place, old fool. I'm the leader of this herd, and while you cling to our way, their kind continues to slaughter beasts like us without a care.
From what I can see, they have slaughtered no one. They will leave here unharmed.
Mark my words, Doran. If I ever see them again, it will be all 3 of your heads.
foolish children. Do you know what happens to wizards who wander here? Now, follow me before
Golden
I...
Snidgets are still alive, and the poachers are after them. They know that the key to finding them lies in the moonlight, but they don't know what that means, yet. Please, help us find the Snidgets before the poachers do.
Could it be? In the south, there is a cave within which lies what the poachers seek. A moonstone. Retrieve it and place it in the henge in the forest. I, on the other hand, must go speak with the herd. Find me after you have done this.
I don't understand. So the moonlight mentioned in the journal doesn't refer to actual moonlight. What do moonstones have to do with Snidget? And why was he so certain about...
Isn't Moonstone all around us?
Knowing centaurs, I suspect he's referring to a specific moonstone.
I don't know, but I am inclined to believe him. What?
I am too. It is a shame how quickly he left.
That's what the leader of the herd called him.
Well, if Doran knows something we don't, I'd rather act now. I can head to the library and start looking into the cave you mentioned. I'll let you know what I find.
Okay, so this will be on pause for now, I suppose. I was figuring we're going to go straight to that cave or whatever, but yeah. All right. We'll cut things off right here, and we'll start with this one tomorrow. So, anyways, thanks y'all for hanging out tonight. Hope everybody has a great night, and we'll catch y'all next time. Take care, everybody.